In class 12, subject business studies, chapter number 5, organizing. Our today's topic is decentralization. Yesterday I explained you delegation. See the action. Delegation means one-to-one assigning some duties by giving some authority. But here, today, I am giving you the term decentralization. Decentralization means dispersal of power, dispersal of authority, giving more autonomy, more freedom, more authority, more liberty. This is termed as decentralization. The word is dispersal of authority. Dispersal of authority. See, there are two ways of controlling, commanding, or doing the task. One is centralized. Centralized system means concentration the power in the top level only or in the few hands only. So centralized means concentration of power. But decentralized, see there are two words. D, right? Distribution of power. Just opposite of centralized system. Centralized means concentration of power in one hand, and decentralized means distribution of power among various persons, among various levels, among various departments. Decentralization, distribution of power, dispersal of authority, more freedom, more liberty, more autonomy. There will be words there in the question. So this, you can see the diagram also. If the manager or the top level distribute the power, giving them more autonomy, more freedom to do according to their condition, according to their choice, according to their requirement, this is termed as decentralization, my dear children. See, yesterday I explained you delegation. Delegation, in that term I told you that superior assigns some duty is subordinate, one to one. But in decentralization, that is distribution of power. Power distributed among various departments, among various persons, among various levels. No one will interfere in the work. Just now I gave you, there are two systems. Centralized means concentration of power. Don't give freedom to the subordinates to any level. But decentralized is distribution of power. Give them more autonomy. Give them more freedom. I can give you this by the example. See, in a factory, top level keeps all workings in his hand. Then he assigned duty according to his wish to his subordinate. This will be termed as delegation. Okay, but if the work is more diversification is there, like Reliance Industry, Tata, and all of them, and the top level is unable to control all the things, what they have to do? They decentralize, distribute the powers. Okay, just in structure, I gave you two structure. I told you there are two types of structure. One is functional, another is divisional. So in divisional structure, there are various products, and on the basis of those products, the organization made the departments. So it is difficult for the organization to look after each and every department and delegate the work. What the top level can do, they can decentralize distribution of power, dispersal of authority. It is beneficial for the organization because it is easy to fix responsibility by dispersing the authority. By dispersing the authority, by giving more freedom, now the organization has more power. Now the organization can concentrate on other areas also. So delegation means one-to-one, okay? But decentralization is dispersal among various levels, giving them more power, more freedom. So today I will discuss with you the importance of decentralization, then difference between delegation and decentralization also I will explain, because these two concepts are similar. Very minute difference is there. So, my dear children, today with the PPT, I will show you the importance, concept of decentralization. See, my dear children. Decentralization. Look at the diagram. Are you able to see the diagram? See, decentralization means dispersal of authority among various persons, among various subordinates, among various levels. Now just opposite, you can see the diagram. By the diagram, I'm sure you will be able to understand. See, centralized society means the whole power is in the hands of boss or the superior. Now come to the term. If you want to note down, my dear children, you can. Then decentralization of authority means dispersal of authority. Take decisions throughout the organization up to the lower level. Okay, now come on again on the first chapter. How many levels are there? The management hierarchy. Yes, fast. Yes, very good. There are 3 levels. Top, middle, operational. So decentralization means dispersal or giving freedom to take decisions up to the operational level also. So it implies reservation of some authority with the top level management. Yes. Key terms. Key decision. Main decisions are under the hands of top level management only. Okay. They cannot give you power to take the main decision. That will be under the hands of top level only. By transferring rest of the authority to the operational level, to the middle level of the management. The empowers operational level and middle level management to take decisions regarding their problems without having to go to the upper level. See definition. Decentralization refers to systematic efforts delegate to the lowest levels. All authority except the one which can be exercised at the central point or the top level management. Now, see, decentralization means distribution of power, but that should be systematic. And the key decision or the main decisions top level management will have in their hands. What is the use of decentralization? See, use is one, that they will solve their problems themselves. Like other levels need not to go. Operational level need not to go frequently to the middle level. Okay, now come on. Centralization versus decentralization. Just now I told. Centralization means concentration of power and decentralization means distribution of power. Okay. Now centralization. Authority retained at top level management. And decentralization means distribution of power, systematic delegation of authority at all levels, at all departments. Okay, but organization needs to balance the two, centralized and decentralized. It's up to the organization to balance at what case they want centralized and in what case they want decentralized. In case of decentralized, top level retain authorities for policies and decision making, overall control and coordination, middle and lower levels have authority to take decisions, tasks allotted to them. See, it's very easy to understand this concept. Centralized, decentralized. Centralized means power at in few hands only. But decentralized means systematic distribution of power, but with some cases that top level have power to take main decisions. Like we can give you, just now I can give you the example of a big business firm of India. If they want to launch a new product, that will be the decision of top level management. Middle level and operational level management can give suggestions. So overall control and coordination under the hands of management. Now, importance of decentralization. What is the benefit of by distributing of power, by giving more freedom and authority? Yes. Develops initiative among its subordinates. See, my dear children, by the decentralization, if you are giving more power, more freedom to other levels, to other departments, to all departments, then it is freedom to take their own decisions, then their confidence will be more. That will promote confidence. The next, quick and better decisions. Quick and better decisions. The burden of managerial decisions does not lie in the hands of few individuals. Just now I told you, the organization distribute the power. So when you distribute the power, give them more freedom and autonomy, naturally they will take better and quick decisions. The decision will be better because they will take decision according to the condition. And that will be quick because the organization is giving them more power and freedom. Then relieves the top executives from excess workload. Yeah, this is the main benefit by the giving, distributing all the work top level. They relieve excessive workload because now they can utilize their power in developing new strategies. If the top level is busy in what is going on, what are the disputes, what are the problems in operational level in daily working, how they can concentrate on new strategies? They can concentrate on new markets, new products, new strategies they can make. Okay, very good. Now next, managerial development. See, when we give power to subordinates, they will develop. Sure. It means giving authority to the subordinates up to the lower level to take decisions regarding their work. In this way, The opportunity to take decisions helps in the development of the organization. How managerial development by the decentralization? It's the question. See, when we give more power, more authority, when we disperse authority, and they will take their decisions, and then decisions be according to the situation. Naturally, their working capacity will develop. They take their own decisions that will be the helpful in the development of the organization as well. If the employees develop, management also develops. Then better control. Better control, it makes it possible to evaluate performance at each level, which results in complete control over all the activities. Over all the activities. See, just now we can make one keyword word for learning that, or we can say each point is interrelated. How it is interrelated? See, by decentralization, when we distribute the power among various departments on all the levels of management, see, concentration of power will not be in the any level that will be discussed. But keywords, main areas, key result areas, or we can say crucial decisions will be taken by top level management. Overall control, overall coordination, new strategies, new launching of new product, and everything which is main for the organization that will be under the hands of top level. Okay, so what are the benefits of decentralization? It develops initiative among its subordinates. When you give them powers, that will develop initiative. They will encourage, they will motivate, that will promote confidence. Then next, we get better decision. We can better decision. Now, see just now that the management disperse the power and authority, now they can take their own decision. Now that management decision does not lie in the hands of few individuals only, but that is dispersed with full autonomy, with full liberty, with full freedom. So they can take better and quick decision. Their decision will be according to the situation, and that will be quick also, fast also, because now they can take decision according to their choice. Good. Relieves the top executives from excessive workload. See, if the top level management is busy in doing daily normal routine activities, how they can concentrate, how they can utilize their time in making new strategies. So it is beneficial for the organization to disperse the authority. And now they have more time to utilize in developing new strategies. They will develop their strategy according to the competitors, according to the customer's choice. They can think about new market, new products, everything they can discuss or everything they can decide. Now, managerial development. It means giving authority to the subordinates to take decision regarding their work. In this way, the opportunity to take decisions helps in the development of the organization as well as development of the employees also. Now, better control. It makes it possible to evaluate performance at each level, which results in complete control over all the activities. So these are the benefits. Okay, now I'm sure you must understand the topic decentralization.